kick out at one. Kicked out at one.
Is there anything you want us to make sure to steer clear of or anything like that? And obviously this isn't live, so we can edit anything out or anything like that.
No, I'm pretty open to anything.
Coolio. Just wanted to make sure before we start.
Alrighty, sounds good. No, yeah, I'm pretty open to everything. I don't have nothing to hide. I don't think I do.
we don't Coolio. We don't really go into anything like super deep, super serious or anything like that. So.
We're not trying to pry anything out of you.
Where were you last Wednesday? You know,
right?
The whole show is us eventually trying to get her to admit her crush is Big Show. That's all this is.
Right?
You loved his ECW title run, didn't you? Admit it. December to Dismember was your favorite people.
Out from the back.
Right, and then he just casually comes out of your closet like, Liz, did you know there's nothing? What the fuck just happened?
I didn't sign an NDA.
Oh my god.
All right, Viv, on you, my dear.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of the Kick Out at One podcast. My name is Vivian J, the trained unprofessional, along with my co-host, the forever lost Mikey Wild, and today we have our very special all-out predictions episode. Joining us today, it is social media influencer, Instagram supermodel, and Instagram Wonder Bar! Here Liz! Thank you very much for joining us. You are Wonder Bar, apparently. I don't know where that word came from, but it works better with the German Wunderbar. But
right. I say your enthusiasm sticks the landing. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's 90% enthusiasm, 10% nonsense.
I love it. No, but thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. This is so much fun. So I've been having so far. I'm literally about to cry of these tears of laughing so much. So thank you guys for having me. It is so much fun. I love it.
Aw.
It's absolutely a blast having you on. Right before you came on, you posted the with Instagram story showing that there's stories on Instagram, right? I am woefully inept.
Stories and reels.
Stories and reels. I have no idea Instagram wise. I'm still back on Tumblr or something. I didn't even know Tumblr.
I saw you posted a note.
Yeah, I'm still back on AOL Messenger for God's sake. I got no bring. I don't know.
It's okay. We're still on MySpace right now.
Right. So get out my Zanga, fellas.
You're all on my top 8 spaces. But no, you posted it, and your cosplays are phenomenal. I freaking love. You got the Iconics outfit. It was wonderful. You nailed it. Absolutely. The energy and the vibe was perfect.
Thank you. I did not expect so much feedback on that, or I really didn't I was just it's just another cosplay. Billy Kay was actually a cosplay I had been dying to do for years, and the fact that I waited so long, I don't know why, but I actually had multiple friends that would tell me you look so much like her when I used to wear the red lipstick. So I'm just I'm over here all in my head, so I'm okay, you know what, maybe I can pull this off.
You did. You really did.
Yeah, you pulled it.
Oh, thank you. I didn't expect it to be how it did. I was what?
In the time between when I posted that on my way to my mom's house and when I got to my mom's house, my friend's wife messaged me and said, "Oh my God, who is this baddie?" So nailed it.
Shout out to you, girl.
Right? Yeah. Nailed it.
Oh man.
Man, thank you so much. No, it was like I said, it was one of the cosplays. There was another cosplay I actually had in mind for me to kind of do a Billy Kay cosplay, but that would have taken a lot of time. And that was actually before the pandemic, it was actually my initial cosplay thought if Mania were to ever come to LA. I was like, if Mania were to come to LA, and hoping, of course, at that time that, Iconics would still be there. I was like, this is what I want to do. But like now that I did it, I was just like, it was just random. Like I literally got off work and I was like, let me do a cosplay today. I was like, let me do Iconics because people have been asking for it and I have not delivered.
I love that an impromptu decision turned out so well.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Sometimes that's how life is. You can plan,
That
you
is
can
my
plan, you
whole
can
life.
plan, but sometimes it's just going with the flow of the moment, and that's just what works.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. I feel like sometimes when you plan stuff, no matter how much you plan it and you get it together, sometimes it just doesn't work out as it should be or as you planned it or as you expect and stuff. But definitely this one was like super unexpected. It blew up on TikTok. So I was just like, what? Like, this is crazy. And like so many people complimenting the fact that, because a lot of people, on the internet tend to like bash others, like when, trying to do stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm just like,
tiny bit.
I was just like, I kind of thought, I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm probably going to get backlash on it. I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to do it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, you know what? I was like, let's do it. That's at the moment, like I literally filmed it and I just like posted it. I was just like, I'm not even gonna think about it. Like just do it. So the fact that it was like, that was the one thing I was just like, you know what? I need to like bring myself. Billy Kay gave me that inspiration, pun intended. I'm just like wanting to just do it, just put it out there, like, everything. So I love it. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
To that, has there been, because I think one of the biggest things is the expectations. You didn't have any. So, as a matter of fact, it sounds like your expectations were, this might be shit. So
I expected like maybe like 100 likes. Like I was like, okay, that's it's all this gonna be. Like I've had posts that have exceeded that and stuff, but I didn't really expect it to be that.
Sure.
I was like, oh shoot.
And then when you plan so much, you have the expectations. Like every time you see a notification, you're like, oh, okay. And then you're just you're tracking it like a goon.
Yes.
But have you had any where you're like, this one is on point, and then you're just kind of sitting there in a room by yourself looking around like, is anyone gonna fucking like this thing?
I've had that with a couple posts, like even before reels, like just pictures alone when I was just posting pics.
Right.
I was like, I'm like, are you gonna like this? And then I started like, noticing like, a couple likes here and there. And it was like, of course, the same supportive people. So I was like, okay, like, this is my safe space. So I think when I post, I don't really think it's gonna be much. Like I'm just like, no, just posting. I'm like, hopefully people like it. Like, hopefully.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
I like it.
And that's the key right there. You like it. That's what a lot of people forget. It's like, you like it. That should be the most important thing. And you obviously, with the Billy Kay, you wanted to do it. And that's why you had the vibe in it. You were all about it. You wanted to do it. You enjoyed it. And that's kind of why people felt that. People felt that you liked it, you were in it, and they felt that, and that's part of the reason why so many people connected with it. Not only that it was a phenomenal put it together, but they felt that you were into it, and that a lot of people connect with that.
Oh, then that's awesome to me, like to hear, honestly, because there's times where I'm like, I post, I'm like, am I posting this just for me? Because sometimes like, it's just for me, but there's other times where I'm like, let me post it. I was like, to see if people like it, things like that. So it feels good, like, to get that feedback that it was, it was relatable too. And then I got a lot of people just commenting on the fact that they missed the Iconics. I'm like, me too. I'm like, I think it was like the main reason why I did it. Like I missed both of them. I'm so happy for Cassie, and Sean Spears, in their new
How
blessing.
cute is that?
Of course.
Have you seen it? Did you see his reaction video?
Yeah.
To when he saw the
I cried.
It's so heartwarming.
Oh, it
so
was
heartwarming.
amazing. I'm so happy for them. Like their journeys of what they've, kind of, gone through in the wrestling industry and kind of showing that.
Yeah.
And showing, the personal too, because, they started being more consistent on social media with that. And I was like, like it was so heartwarming. And for me to see them, I actually went to see the Inspiration when they debuted in Impact. So
awesome.
I'm a huge fan. So I'm just like, when they said they were going to be in Vegas and they were there, I was like, I'm buying a ticket, bitch, because I'm being there. So literally that was like the main reason why I even bought a ticket. I think the show had already been announced, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go. And they're like, Inspiration's going to be, bitch, I'm there.
Yeah.
I didn't do a Billy cosplay. I wanted to so bad. But I didn't, because it was like last minute too. I think it was like 2 weeks before the show. So I was like, it's too late for me to do like, a cosplay. And I was like, this would have been so perfect. But it played out how it played out, and we are here now. But I'm a huge fan of them. So they
Same.
like, and then for me to be noticed by her, like putting a little heart, I was like,
right. I absolutely love Billy. This was probably 12 years ago or so when they were still running Shimmer. All the Australian girls came over, and she was still known as your favorite girlfriend or something along those lines, Jessie Mckay. And she was just the cutest, sweetest little thing. There's people who, like, when they start to get success, it starts to get to them, and she has always been a complete goofball and as sweet as can be. And she's carried it on, like, when I've met her more. And it's just so cool, like, to know, like, the people you enjoy or adore or idolize are that person you think they are. It's so much fun because she's awesome.
Oh my God. I would love to meet her. I've heard great things about her. I still haven't had the chance to meet her. A lot of people tell me, yeah, definitely. She is definitely on my bucket list. There's actually a store out here that they sell wrestling merchandise, and they always have wrestler meet and greets. And I have been asking for the Inspiration for a while. Since they were released from WWE, they were able to be able to book them. So he's been trying to get them, but unfortunately things didn't plan out, because right when they were going to say yes, the pandemic stuff happened. So we couldn't have them, and he was expecting it to be a large event. So he knew that there was no way that the city would authorize it, and things like that. So it kept getting pushed. And then eventually he just couldn't book them anymore, because then they started their Impact tag team reign. So they were kind of traveling and things like that. So he wasn't able to get. So ever since then, I've been left with like I need to meet them. So I'm just like, but I've heard great things about them, especially both of them. But I'm a huge fan of both. But I love Billy Kay or Jessica. She's I think for me, what I loved about her was just how what she did with her character. Mm-hmm. Like, I was just like, yes, bitch, like, you're like, you are, sassy, but you can, pick people's buttons. And I was like, and I think, like, at least for me, the end, a lot of people didn't like it, but it was when she was doing the resume thing. I thought it was just the funniest thing ever. Like, I was just like, girl, yes.
One of my favorite things, and granted, I want everybody to get as much TV time as possible, but one of my favorite things that comes out of people not getting TV time is they just start deciding to do themselves. Mm-hmm. And so more of herself started coming out, and these ideas and her personality. And it was like everything she was doing was hitting. It was like Sami Zayn. Like, the more you let Sami become him, the more everything just hits. And it's the wrestling store you're talking. Is that the wrestling superstore in SoCal?
Which one?
The wrestling store you were talking about, yeah.
No, it's actually called the Wrestling Guy Store. This one is located in Huntington Park. They have a lot of meet and greets there that I go to, because it's my nearby store.
Did they move stores at all?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they have been in this location probably like 6 to 8 years.
Okay,
around there. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
So they're not fairly new. They've been around.
Because there's not a lot of wrestling superstores.
No. They're
I'm wondering if I have been to that one, and then I'm just kind of misconstruing it with a different time.
Probably, but there's a couple stores. They're kind of spread out.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So there's a couple stores. One of the newer stores that I do visit a lot and I help promote a lot is and I'm pretty sure you guys probably seen them, Jimmy's World Order as well.
Oh yeah.
They're also, they do more of a so the Wrestling Guy store is more of like the newer merchandise that's coming out that they carry and things like that, like Funko Pops and things. Jimmy's World Order is more of like collectible memorabilia stuff, more of like WWF style, and they have the Wrestling Guy store is more of current WWE stuff. So it's a little bit so we have a little bit of everything here.
Yeah, that's fun. That's cool. Super fun.
I love it. I am coming to realize with, talking to people in the wrestling community is that a lot of people that live in other states aren't as blessed as Chicago and as New York and LA with wrestling.
Yeah. And I can say living in Chicago, yeah, true.
I've heard great things and I wanted to go out this weekend so bad, but tickets got expensive, like flying to Chicago from LA. And it's pricey.
Yeah, honestly, there's been I have a buddy that's flying in from North Carolina to go to the show. He was going to drive, but that turned out to be more expensive. But there's so many people who wanted to be here, but the plane tickets have gotten just so expensive that
so ridiculous. They were like $300 when I first seen it. I was like, oh, maybe they'll die down a little bit closer to the weekend. And I checked earlier this week, almost like $650. I was like,
for a round trip.
Yes, for a round trip.
Girl, why didn't you hit that 300?
Because I wasn't sure at that time if I was going to be going. Like I was still debating if I was going to be attending. But then later on, I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's go. I'm going to go. And then when I looked at tickets, I was like, I don't think I want to go anymore. Yeah. Now I'm thinking of going to Full Gear. So I was like, maybe I'll just do Full Gear. I heard it's going to be in Jersey, right? Or something like that.
No
it's
idea.
Probably like the announce. I heard yesterday, I think they were announcing it on Dynamite or something, or around Dynamite or something like that, that I think the location was going to be in Jersey. So a lot of people are stoked for it. So I'm like, probably be that one.
Listen for it. All right, we're back.
Hi, Liz. All right, Viv,
I was gonna come back and prank you guys with a new shirt.
Like just a whole different outfit, like
cardboard cutout of Big Show.
She had 6 outfits on. Like she's just straight up dressed like Jeff Hardy with contacts and all. Like,
we're gonna do a reel.
I would lose my mind. That'd be amazing. Oh my god.
Speaking of the show everyone's trying to come out to watch and can't afford to actually do, we're gonna do predictions for that show, which is All Out.
Yay!
The show that many consider to be AEW's equivalent to WrestleMania. All Out 2022 emanates from Chicago this year, and it features a lot of fucking matches.
I saw that today. I was like, let me just pull up this prediction. Excuse me?
Yeah. And we're recording this before Rampage, so
for fuck's sake.
So if we get that long-awaited Big Show versus Shaq match, or if half the roster goes down injured,
right? Jeff the bread salesman versus whoever the fuck.
Yeah. Who knows what the hell will happen on Rampage? That's genuinely a positive note. We don't actually know.
Ahead of Rampage, this is the card as is.
Yeah.
So listening to predictions, if we get something wrong, guys, or a match has been changed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We will.
We're never wrong.
Yeah. We aren't wrong. Things, cards subject to change. God damn it. But when we come back and do our All Out review after the show, we will obviously show you any updates to the cards, any surprises, any whatever the hell. And in addition to calling our predictions for any of the individual matches, there are 2 bonus points possible for these predictions. You'll find out what the fuck they are when we get to them. All right, let's get down to it.
Perfect.
There are 4 people on the predictions. There are me and my fiance Bree. Mikey and Liz here are going to all be duking it out for prediction supremacy on these predictions. The first match, there are 3 on the 0 hour, the pre-show for this, and they count because they're matches, for fuck's sake. I got a grid here. I used to do these on my own channel.
Knew I could count on you. I knew it.
I did a grid, and I used to do these on my own channel. You can see the old ones I did on my own channel. I used to find the YouTube channels that did predictions, and I would battle them all against each other to see who all did them better. And I did that for every pay-per-view. It was wonderful and annoying because I would tag them all on Twitter, and they would be like, "Dude, stop." The only people that liked it was like the whole effing show, but then they turned out to be kind of like douchey. So like, then never mind that. So the first match. Oh boy. The first match on the pre-show, Tomohiro Ishii versus Eddie Kingston. Liz, let's start with you. Who do you have and why?
Well, this one, I'm just going to go for my boy Eddie because it's Eddie. Eddie. This dude's a badass. He's a total fucking badass. I mean, he tends to get, let his emotions get the best of him.
As we have heard.
But I'm gonna go with Eddie here. That's my boy. I got Eddie.
I love Tomohiro Ishii, but there's not many times I will put money against Eddie Kingston. I adore Eddie Kingston so much. Eddie, I love you. He has the body of an unfrosted Pop-Tart, right? Hey,
Did you learn nothing from this?
But no, that's why I love him. Because I look like I'm in a constant state of melting. So, I identify with Eddie. And there being no build whatsoever for the match, I know we're going to see an absolute brute of a slugfest, which I cannot wait for. But Eddie Kingston, again, love you. We had a moment. He's my guy.
Oh, yeah. Bree picked Tomohiro Ishii. For the record, Bree does not keep up with the show, so she just sort of picks whoever she likes the most or names. She doesn't recognize most of the people. So she said, quote, "I'm going to pick my boy Tomo."
Literally what I just said about Eddie.
Oh my god.
And
my boy Tomo.
And I have picked Eddie Kingston.
I
picked all my people yesterday, and I already wrote them all down to try to keep my outside influences to a minimum.
There you go.
Yeah.
Smart.
The second match on the pre-show. The returning from box prison, Kip Sabian versus the bastard Pac.
Is this for some sort of title that they made up?
Yes, it is, in fact. I forgot about that.
All-Atlantic Championship?
Yes.
What is it?
The All-Atlantic Championship.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's the one they had, that Forbidden Door they crowned.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Pac is the All-Atlantic champion.
The one with the cute little flags.
Yeah,
that's right.
Which are not all on the Atlantic because Japan's flag is on it, which is in the Pacific.
Good stuff.
The not all Atlantic championship.
Can we have less titles, please?
That would be preferred. But the not so all Atlantic championship match between champion Pac and the returning Kip Sabian.
Yeah.
Start with Mikey this time. Mikey, who do you have and why?
I mean, I want to say I have Pac. I adore Pac. Incredible to watch. I think he has gotten better and better each year. However, with the 3 to 7 year wait we've been having Kip Sabian in a box, I got to imagine if they're going to do this re-debut, they're going to do it with some sort of impact. Otherwise, he just falls flat on his face, and it's like, what here? So I have to imagine there's either a group behind him, something conniving. In one way or another, I think Kip leaves with it, with the All-Atlantic Pacific European Championship. Liz, what you got, girl?
Liz, who do you got?
Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too familiar with Kim. Not too familiar with him. Pac, I do agree. He has outstandingly has developed a lot, and that already says a lot from his past with the previous company. He was excellent. Not used properly, but he was excellent. So with him
wore
being
a cape.
Yeah.
He was a superhero. He was the man that gravity forgot.
Mighty Mouse Pack.
Mighty Mouse Neville.
Yes, that. So, for me, honestly, I'm really familiar with Pac and how he's developed. So for me, and I want to say, I'm like, I don't think he's going to lose this title fairly soon. He went through a whole entire tournament.
Right.
So for me, I'm just kind of like, I'm not too familiar with Kip, so I can't really say I'm like, they're going to go head to head, but I don't know. I got Pac on this one just because I'm familiar with him.
Fair enough.
Perfect.
Bree and I both picked Kip.
Ooh.
Yes. I'm not entirely sure why Bree picked Kip, but I picked Kip again because also because of the debut and because it's that old wrestling knowledge. Don't you know? Anyone who debuts out of a box is instantly over. Don't you know?
Oh yeah, Chainsaw Charlie was a hit.
Exactly.
So Liz is the lone wolf on this one, which
yes,
of course means she has to howl. So now you howl. Oh, she did it. She actually did it. Thanks for playing along, Liz.
Yeah, way to go. I didn't even expect it.
I'm not howling.
I had no idea all right. I had no idea where that came from, but good on you. The last match on the buy-in, the pre-show, the 0 hour, the whatever the hell.
Hold on. Can you show it some respect? The last match, the main event of 0 hour.
Okay, yeah, sure. The main event of the 0 hour.
There it is.
The big kahuna of the fucking whatever the hell. The last free match.
And who are our superstars that are main eventing this?
The superstars of the free show. Hook. Send Hook versus Angelo Parker.
Are you sure?
I think it is Angelo Parker.
Lack of enthusiasm.
That is the sacrificial lamb for this match.
Straight up, I don't know who Angelo Parker is.
I don't remember. I gotta look him up.
Liz, do you know who Angelo Parker is?
No.
Is he with the Truth Busters and I don't know.
The Trust Busters, I think.
Yeah, maybe that's the Truth Busters.
Angelo. I feel so bad. This is a human being on who's worked
Thank
hard.
you guys for tuning in. We're gonna learn who the wrestlers are, and then we're gonna predict the matches.
Oh, they're in 2.0, dude. Cool Hand Angelo Parker.
Is he Daddy Magic?
Angelo Parker and Matt Maynard, also formerly known as 2.0 and 3.0, later Everrise in WWE, are now part of the Jericho Appreciation Society stable. Well, no wonder I don't know who the fuck they are. That's just an interchangeable.
They renamed themselves.
It's the guy that's not Daddy Magic. It's the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy.
Are they the ones that just squirmed through the cage?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
that was just goofy looking squiggly motherfuckers.
I died so hard on that.
Yeah, so what do you think he's going to beat Hook with? What's his finisher?
Oh, yeah. He's going to do the worm because apparently he's just a squiggly.
Guys, I'm going to go with Hook on this one.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Right? Out of left field. I'll howl right now if I have to, but I'm going.
You're going against the odds on that one.
This is a tough one, guys. This is a real tough one.
My God. Safe to say, I think we're all on Hook.
Are we?
Hook.
Yeah.
Old Captain Hook himself.
Same for me and Brie on this one. Yeah, yes. So even Brie got that one right.
I like the Robin Williams movie. I'll pick Hook.
Yeah, she did. No joke. The reason she did it is because she loves Danhausen so much.
Oh yes.
That because of Hookhausen, she.
Oh my God.
She doesn't know who the hell.
Happy.
She also doesn't know who Angelo Parker. I had to double check.
Yeah. How dare she?
How dare you not appreciate the awesome wonderment of Angelo Parker?
Angelo Perkins. No, that ain't it.
Awesome park.
They have such such a big roster. There's so many people that aren't on the show, and it's bewildering to me. Obviously, it's a sacrificial lamb to hype the Chicago crowd, of course.
Yeah.
But it's always curious to me when you have so many people on a roster, and like going back to the pack match. Was that milk? Did you just straight up?
It was not a milk jug, dude. It's purple. Are you colorblind?
I couldn't tell. It was cloudy, and I was like, "Did you just house a whole milk on the pod?" Oh, my bones are feeling brittle. I gotta house this thing quick. My God. Sorry. Okay.
That's gonna be a clip.
I did not. But if there's so many people on a roster, like, at what point do you think maybe we should have less people and not, you know what? We need an All-Atlantic title. Let's just keep going. Well, what are you going to do?
Add more titles.
Yeah, well, there's so many people. Who's going to challenge for it? Angelo Parker, obviously.
We need some more interchangeable skinny white boys.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We could have had Hook versus Miro.
Oh my God, that would have been. I mean,
Miro. I
would
Miro
love to see that.
I think he would have destroyed Hook.
I was going to say, but Hook would have gotten eaten alive.
I know, but can you imagine Hook's first competitive match?
I know. I'm excited to see what that's going to be like.
Like, it's time, isn't it? It's not for a title. Miro's not a champion.
No. I'm still enjoying the Hook experiment. I'm still enjoying just watching Hook.
All right.
I don't want him.
Yeah.
Fair
I don't want
enough.
him to just.
Okay. You don't want him to.
He just comes out so handsome and like doesn't care.
True.
He's like the bad boy in high school. Like, come on.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. Then Forbidden Door next time, Hook versus Naito.
Perfect.
Who can out
Fuego.
the other? Who can out not care about the audience?
It's 10
more?
minutes of them refusing to lock up. Going, I don't even care about this.
I don't
match.
give a fuck about you. I don't care about the audience. I'm getting paid either way. Finally, at 1 minute from the time limit draw, they're like, fine.
Right. Or they just both leave for a double count out.
Yeah. And you know the audience would go berserk. Anyway, the next match.
Oh, is this the main card?
Yes, this is finally the main card, and it is our first of the two matches where you have the opportunity for a bonus point.
Ooh.
Yes. Because this is where the fact that we're recording this before Rampage kicks in.
Ooh,
this match is the crowning match for the Trios Tag Team Championships.
Yay.
More titles, Mikey. More titles.
That's what the men need, more titles.
Gonna need more shelves on that drawer behind you, Liz. I see the US spinner belt. I think you might be able to shelve that one somewhere else.
Oh, I was gonna say we are definitely talking about everything I see in her background after we get through predictions. So,
well, we're already at 49 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna.
Oh my God. Okay, main card.
we already know the Elite are going to be in the finals. It is Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, but we don't know who they're facing, quote unquote.
Right.
The first bonus point. Who will they be facing? The semifinals match will be on tomorrow's edition of Rampage. By the time this goes out, we will already know, but this is your bonus point. Will it be the team of the Dark Order, which is Hangman Page and fucking, oh God. What other fucking names?
Silver?
Yeah,
is Hangman in the trios right now, though?
Yeah, he came in to replace Evil Uno when he got taken out. Or no,
okay,
it wasn't.
He did.
Yeah. So it's Hangman Page, John Silver, and motherfucking the other one. And
Alex Reynolds, right?
Alex Reynolds,
1
yes.
to 10.
Yeah.
1 to 10, somewhere around there.
All right, 10, yeah, 1 through 10. And the other team is Best Friends, Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, and Trent Beretta.
Sure.
So your first bonus point. Who's it gonna be to face the Elite at All Out? Liz, we'll start with you.
Dark Order and Hangman.
Dark Order and Hangman. Mikey.
It's you know I'm going for my boy Preston. So Dark Order and Hangman.
All right. And now, between your chosen team, the Elite, the Elite versus the Dark Order at All Out. Who shall it be to be crowned the Trios Tag Team Champions?
Be Elite. Be Elite.
You choosing the Elite? All right.
Yeah.
Liz chooses the Elite.
SoCal representing.
So
we're from a place. We're from a place.
Right.
Yeah.
There.
Zip codes.
So I'm actually going for Hangman and Dark Order.
Oh.
And here's why. I think I've seen a lot of people get different takes on Kenny Omega coming back, him wearing the shirt, like what's going on. I feel like I know exactly what he's doing. He is a huge Japanese wrestling historian. One of the big things that happens in Japan when people are gone for a while, they don't do big returns and they start beating everybody. That's an American thing. They get in there, they show ring rust, they maybe lose or they squeak out wins, and then they start to build back into the caliber of person they were, the caliber of wrestler they were. I think Omega is going to try and do something very similar. I think the story can be that he's not what he was, and he let the Bucks down. Like that kind of thing. It could get him away from Don Callis that way. And I think Hangman brings that group together so well. And I think Johnny Hungy and Ten have done such a marvelous job that I think it's time for them to get a little bit more light on them. We know who the Bucks are. We know what they're capable of. We know Kenny Omega. We know what he's capable of. And all of them have a story ready-made for them. I think coming out of this, we get Dark Order and Hangman. And I think we start to see the trajectory of what 10 specifically can do.
See, I love that. I love it. And I totally feel it. I just feel like... But I just feel like
I live
it just sounds too good. It just sounds too good to be true. Like, because like for me, I'm all for it because I'm surprised that Dark Order hasn't had a title reign or tag team title reign.
Yeah.
And they've been there since the get-go, since day one. Yeah. So the fact that they haven't and it's taken this long, I probably do see it them being the inaugural for the trios. But I don't know, like it just sounds too good to be true. Like once I understand because I do see what you mean, the whole what Omega may probably try to do. I can see that play out definitely. Even more because of what happened when he went off air the day that he came back and things like that. So
right.
I could definitely see that definitely playing out. But I don't know. I just feel like Tony Khan's just gonna be like, just give it to the Elite and Omega, like to be the inaugural, and then go from there. I don't know, but I definitely do see your point of view. I've gotten excited before, like when it came to the tag team, like at DON, I was so sure that Hobbs and Starks were going to be taking it, that when that didn't happen, I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck? So I mean, I'm not taking away from what happened in that match. That match was freaking incredible, but I don't know. I feel like every time that I feel like they're leading it, which I love of AEW, they lead you to a certain direction and then just go left, and that's what we all want. We don't want, that it's so predictable. Sure. But I do love your input on that.
And to that point, it's usually a logical left. It's not like a swerve for the sake of swerve. Yeah. It's a misdirection, and then they go the way that you didn't think they would, and you're like, oh my god, that makes sense. But for me and Viv, I don't know about you, if Hangman loses this, where does he go? Like, this former champion, where does he go from here, if not to elevate the Dark Order? What does he do?
Go after Punk because he want to talk shit. No, I'm just kidding.
See, that kind of plays into it. Is you'll find out later on where I personally go with the main event, but I also picked the Dark Order winning this match. Because I do see I see Hangman being the big thing here, because Hangman wasn't originally part of this trios thing. 10, I confirmed, is not the third person in the Dark Order. It is really? Alex Reynolds. Yeah. 10 is injured. Right.
So who are the three?
It is Alex Reynolds, John Silver, and Evil Uno originally was, but Evil Uno got injured. So now Hangman is subbing in for Uno, and 10 is injured now. So
holy moly!
So everybody and their moms is injured. Okay,
right. Yeah. And I just spent 10 minutes talking about 10 in the Dark Order. So thank you for that, Viv.
Yeah. So the fact that they brought in Hangman to be a part of this story, I think that is a
misdirection.
Yeah, I think that is intentionally to.
Ooh, I like that.
And the fact that they purposefully also had Will Ospreay in there. Notably, Ospreay wasn't part of the pin in their previous match. Neither was Kenny did not pin Ospreay. They pinned Aussie Open. Right. And part of the pinning combination was, it was the One Winged Angel, but that wasn't solely it. They had to do the indie driver, the indie whatever. They had to do the whole thing to get him there.
Right.
And they deliberately showed the fact that he's still taped up to shit, like the shoulder and the abdomen. They are showing how fucked up Kenny Omega is. Mm-hmm. And then they bring in the guy who beat him all at once, right at the end. So I think that's going to be the difference maker. I think Kenny Omega is going to be the thing that does him in.
I do as well. And I think that's part of my, what I had thought is the story he may be trying to tell is that he's not, there's the ring rusted there. He's not as well as he should be. He shouldn't be stepping into the ring. So I'm interested to see where else you're going to go with this. Because I until you started talking, I didn't think as much about the misdirection, but I think you're onto something there. You can be very well.
Yeah. And also Bree chose the Elite, so it's an even split here. The next match, it is yet another 6-man tag. No titles on the line, right? Here. Yeah, there's a lot of 6-man tags here. It includes people who have titles, but no titles are on the line here. It is the TNT champion, Wardlow, teaming with a multiple tag team champions, FTR, versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns for reasons that have never been explained. Start with you, Liz. Who do you have and why?
I think this is like a no question, no brainer. We all know how obsessed I am with Wardlow. So I'm like, it's not even like FT Ward. Like, I'm going for Wardlow here.
Just Wardlow.
Just gonna powerbomb all of them at once.
Right.
Like that. Like, there's no questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. I am Team Wardlow all the way. So.
There is a but. I've seen Wardlow's. There's a but.
You've seen his butt?
Alex Shelley's gonna wind up in the third row.
Yeah. I have no idea why the Guns are a part of this, other than why wouldn't they be a part of it? It'll be a blast. But honestly, like, I mean, it's Wardlow, and for the sake of Liz, it's Wardlow, right? He's going. I don't know why he's not defending this title in a more in a meaningful way to get a big win. Like, it's a showcase that we all want to see the Guns and FTR. I imagine the Guns' popularity will overcome, and they'll turn on Jay Lethal or something along those lines. I just see no reason for the match, but I'm thrilled to be able to watch it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
As far as I can tell, the only reason this match is happening is because the match was supposed to be Bucks versus FTR, but the Bucks said no. And then there was also supposed to be Wardlow versus Jay Lethal, but since FTR didn't have anything to do, they Frankenstein that together, and then they didn't have a team to go with Jay Lethal, and so they were like, fuck it, we know that the Motor City Machine Guns are available. And Impact is always looking for a ratings boost.
Listen, as long as I don't get that big, tall motherfucker, I don't know what his name is. I don't remember it. But as long as I don't have to see him stumble around a ring, I'm cool.
That part. Or get on the mic.
Why is Jay Lethal in that stable?
I don't know.
Why in the fuck?
Why does everything have to be stables?
Some stables, fine. A million stables that do nothing?
Right.
Like crime in Italy. Anyway. Who are you you're saying you're going with Wardlow?
I'm going Wardlow and FTR.
Okay. Everyone did. That is a unanimous.
Yeah.
Everybody's moms, girlfriends, grandmas, nieces. No doubt.
This team is for the whole family.
Viv and I just went to Impact tapings as well, and Murder City was there.
Murder City?
Well, that's what I know them. That's their original name, Murder City.
Sorry. Jesus. Yeah. I didn't know that. I was like, Murder City? Holy Jesus, that's way more brutal.
Yeah, TNA dumbed it down to Motor City for obvious reasons.
Yeah, holy Christ.
Detroit being the murder capital of the US. So.
Oh, well, yeah. Good God.
Well, they wrestled in a trios match with Joe Doring. Did we hear about Joe Doring?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. His brain cancer has come back. And so I mean, because we were wondering during the match itself, like, is he maybe a little out of it, maybe a little inebriated? And you never know what people have going on. So I feel almost ashamed of myself, and he still very well had been, but to kind of cast judgments or think about what he like, what's he got going on in the ring? He's a little inebriated when it could have been something wildly different. So I do feel a little ashamed of myself for that. So thoughts go out to Joe Doring. And as we talked to Ryan Crossviv, who's a close friend of Joe Doring, all my thoughts go to him, certainly. Viv, where you at, girl?
I'm behind the Goldberg.
Liz, where you at, girl? I'm behind the Goldberg. Someone is going to take this thing from you. I feel it. Have fun. Oh.
Liz, you're next.
I didn't expect that.
It is a mug. And you can tell it's a mug because it says it's a mug. But it says, it's a mug.
Is it a working mug? Like, does it like?
Yeah, it works as a mug. No, it's just a mug. It's just a mug. It doesn't even go all the way around. Like you can still see the cup.
Oh no way! That's freaking cool. Wait, let me see the front side of it. The front side of it again. Oh, that's fucking cool.
This is Goldberg.
I need one of those with like Wardlow's face or something.
Yeah. This is an idea that AEW needs to bring back. The head jammers. Head jammers mug.
That's freaking cool.
And it comes with a handle on top so you can bring it to class.
Oh, hell yeah. Bring it to work.
Yeah.
That's freaking cool.
$3.
Viv, how much did Liz bid on this thing?
She says that AEW needs to have one. She wants a Wardlow head jammers.
Wardlow one.
Oh
head
my
jammers.
God. I would buy a Danhausen one of that for sure.
The Danhausen head jammers?
Yeah.
Tony.
Give it to
Darby Allin's back.
For real. See? These I can get behind.
See these on your local Walmart.
We should start like noting these down and then like slide them under Tony Khan's office door, just in case.
Now those are good ideas. This Goldberg that looks like a potential sex predator, not.
You know who that?
You're next.
You know who that looks like? It looks like Braun Breaker.
You know what? It kind of does. You should retool. Viv, retool it as a Braun Breaker merch. All right,
Tony Khan is on TikTok, so if we clip this,
we'll get back to it before we lose another 40 minutes.
Tag him. The next match.
Liz, do you have time? Are we keeping you from anything?
No. I'm free today.
Okay, cool. Okay. So far, so good? You're cool?
Yes.
All right, we'll try to speed through this. Sorry. We thought this was going to be a short one, for God's sake.
You know full well I'm not speeding through anything, so let's try.
The next match on the AEW All Out 2022 main card of never-ending awesomeness. It is a fatal four-way match for the interim women's championship. It is Toni Storm versus Dr. Britt Baker DDS versus Jamie Hayter versus Hikaru Shida. Mikey, who do you have and why?
Okay, firstly, I would like to say what an unbelievable snub for leaving Serena Deeb out, by the way.
Right?
Serena should be in this match.
Who would you replace? Yeah. Or just
Jamie,
make it a
probably.
fight. Ooh, okay.
No.
Oh, Liz, hold on. Okay, hold on. She said that I have to replace someone. But yeah, making it a 5-way is the much better decision. Agreed. So now with the match, I mean, Toni was going over in the first place for sure. She was going to win. So that would be the logical thing for them to do. However, Shida's run was completely unfair because it was a pandemic run and we didn't really get to see what she could offer. Now, granted, with the Serena program, she did excellent. But how much of that was Serena getting the heat to the point that the fans cared more about Serena getting hers than they cared about Shida? The next, don't put it on, for the love of God, don't put it on Britt.
Yeah.
But as I told Serena, I was like, you're not in this match, which means this belt should only go on one person. You have to strap Jamie and push this girl to the fucking moon because she's so above everyone else. And I don't think anyone actually realizes it, but Stardom is what it is in part because of her. And she is so good at what she does. Everything's believable. She plays her character to a T. She makes everybody in the ring with her better and makes them look better. I think Toni will win, but my prediction is Jamie because that's who I want to win. Jamie walks away with the title.
All right.
Was that okay
Now
for you,
we're
Liz?
talking. Now we're talking.
Okay.
You started off, you baby faced it at the end.
Because my thought is, if Jamie isn't going to win it, I don't want her in the match because I don't want her losing again. Like, stop.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree. This girl she is so dominant. I love her matches. I love seeing her on TV. I've been rooting for Jamie to get a push, and I'm so freaking glad that she is. I feel like, yes, Britt Baker, she has, they have like, their thing going on, and she absolutely put a spotlight on her, but she didn't allow that spotlight to dim. She's like just making the shit brighter, and I love it. And I love what she's offering, and she's a total fucking badass and a baddie too. So, I mean, they're all baddies. All these women are baddies, but
no question.
No question. But
Jamie's ass will not quit.
Yes. I hope not. But no, I'm full Jamie on this one. I love Tony. I was kind of disappointed that she didn't get the title reign, before. But then again, I was like, she just came in. They can't just, give it to her off the bat. Things like that. So, but for me, Jamie all the way. I'm sorry, Tony. But Jamie, I'm going for Jamie. So let's get it, girl.
Let's go.
Brie went for Hikaru Shida.
Okay, understandable.
And I went with Toni Storm, just following the logic that that's what they were going to go with. And there is the returning the interim versus the original champion title unification of the rivals, then unified Thunderstorm, and now they got to fight again to unify type of deal when Thunder Rosa comes back.
I honestly don't believe there could be a wrong pick in this match. Like, I wouldn't be surprised by any of it.
So great.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it went on Brick Bay, is what I'm saying.
I wouldn't be mad.
It's wrong, yes, Viv. It's wrong.
I love Miss DMD.
I've had enough of her, but
I've had enough of her.
She's still
as
great.
The champion.
As the true, that's what I mean. I've had enough of her as the champion, but she's still fantastic.
No question.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The next match is the second and final one that has the chance for the bonus point. Yes! Because this is the Casino Ladder match that has a secret participant, the Joker.
Oh, man.
These are the announced participants. Claudio Castagnoli, the Ring of Honor World Champion. Wheeler Yuta, the Ring of Honor Pure Champion. Penta El Zero Miedo. Rey Phoenix, Roosh, Andrade El Idolo, Dante Martin, and the unannounced Joker.
Ooh.
Your bonus point, a possibility opportunity. Who will be the Joker? Liz, we'll start with you. Who do you think will be the surprise participant in this match?
I don't know who's friends with Dante Martin. Anybody know?
Given recent backstage stuff,
everybody here looks like they're all homies. So he needs a homie. So I'm like, who's his bestie? Y'all know?
I don't know. Didn't he have a tag team partner at some point? I don't even remember.
Did.
Yeah, he was part of Top Flight.
Oh shit, that's true.
What have you met his brother? To be honest with you, I don't know.
I don't even remember.
I don't know. I just knew this guy because Dante's he's great.
I love that it was clearly like it was strategically placed that everyone in this match is going to be like very capable of putting on a spot fest ladder match. So wise there.
Absolutely. This is gonna be a phenomenal match, no matter who they add on there, even if it's Hornswoggle or something.
Whoa. Shots fired.
Shots fired at the Hornswoggle. Small target, but still aiming.
He's coming out of the ring, and you never know.
Special appearance from the Raw general manager.
So who do you think is going to be the Joker, Liz? Do you have someone pinpointed? Is it really?
I honestly, I don't. I don't have somebody that I have thought about and said, "Ooh, this person is going to do it." Because all the other times I failed. So for this one, I'm like,
shot in the dark. That's totally fine.
I'll be surprised.
Okay.
But I don't know. I really don't. I haven't really thought about it for me to say, oh, maybe it's gonna be this person. But like I said, I'm like, it has to be one of his friends. Like it has to be one of his homies. Probably his brother. But I'm pretty sure it's like a bestie or something that, they've been in the back. You guys have any clue?
I can look up who his tag team was real quick. Dante.
Who do you have doubt Dante winning this bad boy?
No, but
I was gonna say, just to get her mind off of Dante for a moment.
Yeah.
Goodness.
He's awesome. He's phenomenal. This guy is amazing. But if I had to pick on this one, and I really hope, because this would be my pick, and I really hope he does win, it would be Claudio.
Sure.
I'm a huge Claudio fan.
Same.
So come on, let's get him, Mr. Superman.
For the record, Dante Martin's tag team brother, his brother, was Darius Martin. So you're gonna go with him?
Darius. Oh, he's gonna come in.
All right.
Dressed as Hornswoggle. Here we go.
You go with Darius.
I'm the same way. I haven't even a thought about, and presumably Viv, this is the winner gets a championship match.
Yes,
right?
That is the stakes. The winner will get a future AEW World Championship opportunity.
So I'm just going to spitball one of maybe two things. Maybe one of three things. I would like, right, as I keep going up, guys, bear with me here. One of 12 things. So I've seen it bantered that MJF could come back. I think that would be one of the worst ways to bring MJF back.
I agree.
But it could be a lot of fun if there is no Joker, and then at the end he does come out and tips over a ladder and he did nothing to earn it. But he then climbs it up and get it. I would appreciate the MJF style. I would like that. I could see Dark Order losing and Hangman being a Joker
again.
And I could also see, after seeing his message of, well, my contracted matches are done in AEW. You have Kenny Omega and Tony Khan to thank for that. If they want to come over to New Japan, they're more than welcome. I could see Will Ospreay possibly getting himself into the world title picture via this. I don't know. I have no idea. I will say, I'm going to throw the dark horse out there. I'm going to go Ospreay. Because I can't pick 8 people for my Joker and then get a bonus point.
Yeah. So I'd only write one down for you. You can't choose 8.
So you're going to get 1/8 of a point.
Right. It's going to count in the end, I assure you. But I think whoever the Joker is wins it. So I'm going to go Ospreay.
Damn. All right. Doubling down.
Sheesh. Make me take back my point.
Viv, what you got for us, girl?
All right, I'll go with Bree's choice first. She said that her pick for the Joker was, as I said before, she loves him, Danhausen.
I wouldn't be mad.
No, I was gonna say I would have so much fun. So let's go.
You love that Danhausen, and she picked for the winner Claudio Castagnoli. I picked for my Joker, Samoa Joe.
Ooh.
I saw some speculation online, and I just couldn't get the idea out of my mind.
Okay,
Viv. It could be.
I like that. I like that.
And I also picked my winner to be Claudio Castagnoli. Because,
all right.
Yes. Another thing to play into possible main event choice. The next match. the battle between wrestling and sports entertainment with the heart of a certain young man hanging in the balance.
No, Danny.
Bryan Danielson versus Christopher Jericho. Mikey Wild, who do you have and why?
Well, as you guys know, I'm a huge sports entertainment guy. So,
Yes.
no, it's Danielson, obviously, right? There's no possible way this story could go. The logical conclusion is Bryan Danielson, and I think it's clean. I don't think there's any interference whatsoever on the part of like a Garcia or anything like that. I would like to say I have been enjoying Garcia so much from when he first started, because I've watched his stuff, all the Buffalo dudes before he came to AEW, and as good as he was in the ring, he didn't have a lot of personality and a lot to show, but he has done such a good job. Like, I sincerely believe that he believes everything he's saying, and it's just been wonderful television. I've really been enjoying that. I think the match is going to be a lot of fun. Lionheart, Chris Jericho, nonetheless, because if I get the Painmaker again, I will eat a bullet. I can't watch that again.
You can eat his jacket.
Right. His stupid Hot Topic jacket. But yeah, Bryan Danielson, no question.
Liz, who do you have?
I'm on Danielson's side again. I love Chris Jericho. I'm a huge Jericho fan.
Oh yeah.
But I have Danielson on this one. This dude is so fucking brutal in the freaking matches. There's no way. I mean, freaking Jericho's for sure going to be, taking a fucking beating. Sorry for my language.
I was just about to say too, shout out to Liz for saying freaking, and then 4 words later she popped fucking right in there and then apologized for it. So
this is an all language welcome.
We've corrupted Liz. Oh Lord.
This is a fucking Christian jail. What you goddamn mouth?
I'm gonna go with that fucking Lionheart fucker. All right.
I would let that goddamn Chris Jericho gonna whoop his motherfucking ass, and that's the bottom line.
Because Stone Cold.
There we go. So, I mean, Bryan Danielson through and through, right, Viv? Like,
yeah.
Well,
who else?
Right?
Bree
right?
Who could possibly?
Bree picked Bryan Danielson, and I can't fucking stand Chris Jericho. I used to be a fan of him, and then I started to learn about him.
Sure.
And I absolutely love Bryan Danielson, and that's why I think Jericho's going to win.
Also,
because Jericho is, I think Jericho is this generation's WCW Hulk Hogan. He's booking himself way too strong, and I think there's going to be some shenanigans, and I think Bryanson's going to get fucking screwed. Bryanson. I said fucking Bryanson. I think Daniel Bryan's going to get fucking screwed. I think Jericho's going to get put over after taking
and you called him Daniel Bryan?
Did I say Daniel Bryan? God damn it. I am all kinds of fucked up.
Herself and then
Bryan Danielson, Regal, Claudio, put Serena Deeb in the club. Put her in the club.
They definitely need a female on there to badass.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she, what better? Her style is just compatible.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She
is the candidate for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am the lone wolf on this one. Awooga.
Certainly not proud of that.
No, I am not a Jericho fan. I am not proud of it, and I will gladly take the loss of the point on that one. I would be super happy to be wrong on this. I just don't have faith in.
And for those who don't know, Viv and I will be at All Out together.
Yes.
So I'm going to be staring at her nonstop every time a false finish happens.
Yeah.
Just her ready to be excited to lose.
Oh yeah. I will gladly take the L on this one.
I'm so jealous you're gonna be there.
It's been my
I'm
first
so jealous.
major wrestling event.
Oh no way!
Yeah, super way.
Congrats!
Yeah,
That's so cool.
safe
You know,
way even.
And
love
shots
it.
fired at Impact.
The atmosphere is amazing.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I love it.
The
It's
next
insane.
match. The next match. It is for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
Holy shit, there's so
Oh,
many matches.
When we're not
another
done with the
tag team?
championships
Oh, that's-
either. We're
Ooh.
now in hour 7 of All Out and this podcast.
Liz, we might have to do the deep dive on you another time, girl. If you're cool,
Yeah.
are you cool
of
with coming
course.
back on?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you. You've been an absolute blast. You've
You
know,
put up with a lot of today, so I appreciate that.
you look
No, it's-
this motherfucker in the face and you didn't back off. So we know you're the real deal. The AEW Tag Team Champions, Swerve in Our Glory, Swift Strickland and Keith Lee will be taking on the challengers, the Acclaimed, in a match for their titles. Who do you have and why? Liz.
I plead the fifth on this one.
Oh my God!
Excuse
cannot-
you?
No, I cannot. I love them both. I
Yo, listen!
can't choose. I can't choose. I'm in the middle on this one. In the middle. I can't. I love both of these teams. No, because see, Swerve in Glory, in Our Glory, was one of the teams that I was also rooting for at DON, and I died when they also didn't win, aside from Starks and Hobbs, because those were my two top picks. And Acclaimed, we all know I'm the biggest Acclaim fan. I think I'm like the first Acclaim cosplayer out there. So
Putting
no,
that up.
I can't. I'm calling it. I am the first Max Caster cosplayer out there. But I can't choose between you guys. I'm dead in the center on these. If Acclaim were to win, I wouldn't be mad, but I would be upset if Swerve and Glory were to lose it.
Yeah.
But if Swerve and their Glory were to keep their titles, I wouldn't be upset. So I'm in the dead middle for this one. I really wouldn't be able to pick for this one. This was one of the matches where there's just the two. I can't. They're both amazing.
She's
I love
forfeiting
these
a point.
things.
You're forfeiting a
can't.
point here?
I
Which
can't.
means I definitely want to bet something now.
I can't believe you're gonna just lose a point.
She's going to forfeit a point, and once I get that extra eighth of a point, I'm winning this
so
thing.
hard. It's so hard. It's really so hard because it's
Flip a
Swerve and
coin or
Glory.
something.
Swerve.
Here-
I'll flip my phone.
Your phone.
Here's where I'm at, right? Acclaimed has never been hotter than they are right now,
Mhm, exactly.
but there's no reason they can't get hotter. And this is Swerve and Our Glory's first real title defense.
It's true.
You cannot take the belt. Like, you cannot have their first real title defense. They just lose it to, let's be completely honest with ourselves, is a mid-card entertaining comedy act. They are very talented in the ring, but they are not treated like they're very talented in the ring.
Mm-mm.
They are over because of how funny they are, how entertaining they are, not because they've been a brilliant tag team, which, again, they are. It's just not been spotlighted.
But they got Daddy Ann in the corner. So
Hey,
just putting it out.
well, okay. I'm more than happy to put anything out here, Liz. If you're gonna pick someone,
Spin the
Yeah,
belt. Spin the U.S.
Okay,
belt.
I'll-
Right side up, right side
Okay.
down. Pick one.
oh my god,
see.
this is gonna be incredible.
Right side up, it's a champion. Down side up, it's a challenger. Holy
Dun,
hell,
dun,
that thing
dun.
has
It's
been
gonna land-
oiled.
It's gonna land sideways.
I've
it lands
never been. Do we go to commercial break or?
Brought to you by Papa John. Not Papa John. Jesus,
Oh.
I would never.
Right, of all the
Ew.
big Viv. Oh,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh gee. Oh my! Oh what? No! Oh, it's going backwards.
No, we can't backspin.
Is it really gonna? It's literally going sideways. I can't. Oh wait! Oh man! Oh man! Is it really gonna do sideways? I can't believe this shit.
It really is.
It's Jericho. It's Y2J.
Bogus.
Okay, it's predominantly upside down. That means the challenger. You're going with the acclaimed.
So we're gonna go. No, hold on. We're gonna go like this. So this is S for Swerve in Glory.
Okay.
You're going with the champions.
I say, as long as she picked someone. I thought she was about to be like, we're going best 3 out of 5. No, we're not. I cannot pay to upgrade Zoom for a spinner contest. I'm also going with Swerve in Our Glory for the simple fact of like, if they're going to push them as strong champions, they have to beat someone, and the acclaimed are hot enough that they can be screwed by the ass boys still, take the loss, and Swerve in Our Glory keeps it. But I hope they go over strong. But Viv, what are your thoughts on this?
Bree also picked Swerve in Our Glory.
Okay.
But I have once again differed from the pack. I have gone for the acclaimed, and here is why. I shall spin a tale for you of... it's actually just very, very simple. My reasoning is
They did a rap battle she liked.
My reasoning is that I see the acclaimed as being more over, and also I see Swerve in Our Glory as being 2 single stars, but the acclaimed as being a more over tag team.
Yeah, I agree with you entirely on that. I think Swerve in Our Glory is fun to watch in ring, but to me, it always has been 2 singles guys as a tag team. That's why I thought they were going to break up. And then they put it on them. But your logic, 100%. I would prefer the acclaimed, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
as a tag team.
So that's why I think their tag team at all, and also their tag team championship run, not long for this world. Next up, it's a grudge match. A match with a grudge. It's Jungle Boy, the man without a dad.
Okay.
Versus, well, that's the main crux of the feud. Guy being told he doesn't have a dad, and then Christian Cage, the man who is
you didn't have to sound so excited about it, though.
Who's trying to be his daddy?
I'm excited about everything. And then Christian Cage, the alleged pussy. I'm just citing the feud's source materials here. I'm just giving the story, man.
Right. So the Simba of AEW.
The Simba of AEW versus the Scar of AEW.
There you go. Yeah. Which I do remember when the hyenas called him a scar a pussy.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah. He is just a pussy.
Controversial moment in Disney for sure.
Oh yeah. The home video release was very different. Mikey! Who do you got and why?
Listen, this has been one of the most exciting feuds for me. I have loved this so much. Christian is fucking brilliant, and I think so much of it is down to his goddamn turtleneck. it just want to punch him right in his face, and he's been so good. I've absolutely loved this feud. I mean, Jungle Boy has to win, right? Otherwise, what the fuck are we doing? But then I also wonder what role Luchasaurus plays in this.
Yeah.
Luchasaurus has still been black, has he not? I'm a bit worried we get it. So I'm gonna go Jungle Boy here. But Liz, if you have thoughts of brewing, what do you got for us?
See where your train of thought was going. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
My train left the station weeks ago. I have been saying this. He is going to turn on Jungle Boy. There's no way he is going to stay with. I understand that they have like, their whole background and, they're basically brothers from another mother. But I feel I knew the second that Luchasaurus didn't go back to his original greenish blue color, whatever color it was.
It was called dinosaur.
Kind of dinosaur. Rar.
We're getting howls and dinosaur rars? Liz.
You clearly haven't seen anything I do on my channel.
But I've been saying it because he didn't switch back right away. I would have, because when he went with Christian Cage, he switched real quick. It was like this dude had it ready. He's like, I'm ready to go bad guy,
Right.
So for him not to do the switch right away, and him especially not saying anything, just kind of just standing and watching what the fuck is going on, it gives me the feel of Christian Cage is setting him up and being like, okay, you know what? Just go ahead, go with him. You're going to stay with him until we have our match. And I feel like maybe All Out is going to happen where he's going to flip on him, or maybe even just kind of be like, I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with both of y'all. And, Luchasaurus is going to be on his own and, have him do whatever. But for me, I have Christian Cage on it. This dude has been legit the top heel right now, especially when it comes to his fucking promos. I am obsessed. I love it. I'm all here for it. And this is what I love, especially I get it, so from somebody that doesn't, wasn't raised with a father, I was like, oh, bitch, you hit the stove. But it wasn't for me, so it was okay. But no, like he's this dude is a fucking genius, man. He is bringing out that Christian that we all love and we've all been wanting in AEW. So this feud alone, I've been extremely excited for and I have been invested in. But I get why Jungle Boy needs to win this, but I got Christian Cage on this, man, because this is a fucking badass. And there's no way that you're going to go on this mic and talk all this mad shit and not fucking win the fucking war.
And not have a game plan, right?
Exactly. So I got Christian Cage on it. He's a genius. So I think he's taking this no matter what. Yeah. He's going to do whatever he can to take this one.
Yeah, I like that.
His whole thing is outwork everyone, so it would make sense that he's got this whole thing with Luchasaurus outworking the whole thing. So makes sense.
Absolutely.
Sorry to leave you out on a lurch on this one, but both Brie and I have picked Jungle Boy on this one. Ooh. Yeah. I can't speak to Brie's motivation, but I also think that there is going to be some shit with Luchasaurus, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to make Jungle Boy lose, but there's going to be something. I think what it's going to be is that Cage is going to go for the plan, but Luchasaurus ain't going to do it. Luchasaurus is going to outwork Christian Cage.
So is he going to bust a Wardlow to MJF?
Yeah. It's going to be something. Someone's going to get worked. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm working myself. It's going to be me. Now I'm going to turn a work shoot into a work shoot, brother. I'm going to be
so excited. So excited.
I'm getting fucked over here. Something's happening.
But yeah, I think there's so many angles like from this. Let's say we have the heel turn and it is Christian saying, no, he played his role to keep you safe so I could get my hands on you kind of thing. And then again, having Luchasaurus like, oh no. He infiltrated Christian for like there's so much that could be done with this, and they've been all such good performers that no matter what comes of it, I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm just here for the ride. I'm so excited for it.
I can't wait to see it.
Hi, Viv.
Hello.
Was not expecting that. Oh, where is this thing? Where did this thing come from? Viv, huge shout out to you who, as I talked to Liz, does everything behind the scenes. Her and I know of hosting and appearing, while you and this thing do the editing and recording. So huge shout out to you for going through 7 different Zoom meetings. God damn it.
Well, thank you. And then shout out to all the things, you and your time management and your connections and you scheduling.
Hold on. When you say time management, were you throwing shade at me since I fucked up the time today?
1 hour, man. And it was only happened one time ever. Like, dude.
She sent me a message, was like, hey, did football practice run a little late today? Because I coach football as well. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I forgot to tell Viv it was 8 instead of 7. My bad.
No, I mean that sincerely. You're the one who's you've worked with every person we've ever had on to schedule them, to reach out to them to get them on in the first place. You're the one who's coordinated with them, coordinated with me, getting the schedules to make sure everyone's in. Get them so that their schedules are on, to make sure that they're comfortable on here, enthusiastic, communicating with them. You're the one doing all of that stuff. I'm shit at that. And I don't know anyone anyway. So
and then a huge kudos to Liz.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for answering DMs when this random person messages you just to talk about wrestling.
It's okay. I love it. It's what my page is for.
Right, for real. Like anybody who unless again there are some weirdos. But anybody who ever hits me up about wrestling, I'm like, yo, let's get it. We'll talk wrestling all day, every day.
Exactly. Me too. I love talking wrestling with people that actually want to talk about wrestling. Because, there's some people, like you said, there's weirdos. There's like the overly excited ones about... There's overly excited ones about, women and stuff like that. So like for me, I love the women's division and I post them a lot and stuff. Like I put heart faces and stuff, but some fools be like too much.
Yeah.
Sir, it's just to appreciate the woman. She's beautiful. It's just going beyond that. But no, I think like the main focus for my page and stuff was to connect with people, to talk wrestling. Like I grew up like not having wrestling friends and stuff. So I love talking wrestling with anyone that I can talk to wrestling with, whether it's online or it's in person and stuff. Always. So like for me, I'm just like, I just talk wrestling. I live, breathe, and eat wrestling. The only time I don't talk about wrestling, but I'm thinking about wrestling is during my work hours.
I feel you there. And
even then, like I have one coworker that he actually does like sometimes like now and then he's like, so what do you think about the storyline? So, what do you think about, what's going on and stuff? And like, it's cool. Like he's kind of like not really like fully into it, but then I ended up finding out that he's into it because his sister is best friends with who is Victoria from WWE.
Yes.
So they're like besties. So he grew up with her and like around her and everything. So he kind of like watches the industry a little bit. So he's like the only other person that I can probably talk wrestling. But even then, he's just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, okay, I saw that.
Victoria/Lisa used to own a wrestling themed pizza place in Chicago called the Squared Circle.
Way.
It was awesome. Like to be able to just go there, have this wild ass pizza burger, and then watch vintage Royal Rumbles,
and then
do
I'm pretty sure posters everywhere.
And oh yeah, and she was always there and like bringing friends there for like certain different nights, and like. Not for any like big signings or anything, like just to mingle. Like, so like to have friends just like Mickey James just mingle. Like it was really, really, really cool.
Oh, I love that.
Yes,
that's so cool.
We should try and get back on topic. I'm so sorry. But kudos to everyone. We all do a great job at something.
Yes, you guys. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Sorry, Viv, we're killing you here.
No, this is fun. I'm having a great time, and I hope you all are too.
Yes.
The next match, another grudge match, a tag team, and has it's a whole faction actually that has been dismantled at the hands of these two people who have destroyed the bonds of friendship and almost a neck a neck that has almost been demolished. Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Oh man, Mikey, who do you have and why?
I can't believe I forgot about this match.
How dare you?
Because I didn't want to believe it. I thought it was a dream.
Why are they getting the factory involved in this feud, by the way? It's just absolute shit. But Ricky Starks, I mean, he's a fucking superstar. Like he's ready for anything and everything. Hobbs is going to be okay. They need to build him like a superstar because he can be and will be. But Starks feels like 1998 Rock right now, to where he's hovering at that lower level and then boom, he's going to skyrocket. So Starks all day.
He's electrifying.
He really is. He's so good.
That dude is amazing. That dude's great. Damn, for these two, that's so hard.
Gonna have to spin that belt again.
I was gonna say, I swear to God, we have to do another 6-minute belt spin.
I want to say Starks. I really do. But I think I'm gonna go with Hobbs on this one. I'm really gonna go with Hobbs. I think it's the start of him being put over. Especially with the whole trying to go for the tag team championships, and they failed one and over and over and over again. And then I don't know why, like I kind of saw it already coming, but I think during that segment of Starks talking about him losing the FTW championship and stuff, I think like that turning point when he said he was okay with losing, and I was like, I don't think Hobbs is. I don't think Hobbs is. And like, 2 seconds later, this fool clocks him in the bag, and I was like, I told you. You can't really speak for both of y'all. So I think Hobbs is going to take it majority because he's just has that lingering probably of that feeling of just failing over and over again for getting the tag team championships. And I think he's just going to take his frustration out on Starks when it comes to that. So I'm going for Hobbs on this one.
Okay.
All right. And sorry to leave you out on lurch again, but both Bri and I have picked Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just I feel like unfortunately, this is going to be one of those situations where I kind of agree with Mikey on this one, is that I feel like Ricky Starks is a little further on in his development than Hobbs is. I feel like Hobbs can and will be a superstar
Agreed.
In the future, but I think Ricky is closer. And I feel like they're going to recognize that. And I don't think Hobbs is going to get put over, but I think Hobbs is going to eventually wind up in another tag team. Whereas Ricky's going to be somewhere around the TNT title, somewhere around there. He's going to be put in a singles situation. Hobbs is going to wind up with another partner somewhere along the lines after losing this feud.
And I think this is one of those matches where Starks may go over, but Hobbs will get over. Like, I think Starks is going to bump like crazy for Hobbs. Starks is going to be the plucky underdog, like against Hobbs, that pulls it out, but Hobbs is going to look like $1 million coming out of this match. So I think the win has to go to Ricky, but I think both of them coming out shining.
Yeah,
absolutely. I could see that. I like that. I like that finish better. I mean, Hobbs winning, but I like that. They both.
The next match, another freaking championship.
I'm like, in my mind, I'm trying to like go through the Rolodex. Like, which fucking one is this?
It is
the TBS title. It's got to be the TBS title, right?
It's the TBS championship match.
Awesome.
The champion, the dominant Jade Cargill versus the challenger, Athena. Liz, who do you have and why?
We are sitting in the baddie section. I am just saying. We are sitting in the baddie section all day, every day. Miss Jade Cargill. That is my pick. I love her. I love what she's doing. She's growing and developing as she's, growing in this title reign. So I love it. I can see a lot of people not wanting to see her, keep winning and things like. But this girl is dominant. She is, oh my God, this girl she's a goddess. So I love Athena. This girl is a total badass. She can go. But I don't know. It's Jade Cargill all day, every day. Let's go.
I am going to echo the sentiments of Liz here, and Jade is a fucking superstar. She feels on a whole other level, like carrying that title, like the title, if it doesn't mean anything at all right now, which is upsetting because it's a TBS title, yet you never see it on TBS. Why isn't she getting way more time? But around her waist / shoulder, like the title just looks prestigious. Like it's a big deal. She's gotten so much better in the ring. She's gotten a lot better she's always been fairly good at mic. Her confidence is out of this world. So she's always come across glowing, but she's been able to hit the intricacies that make promos better for the development of a storyline. She's always been great at putting herself over, but not necessarily putting over her opponent. And if you're not putting over your opponent, then who are you beating when you beat them? So she's done a much better job of that. However, I'm going to stick with the smaller part of me and still throw shade at Athena because I don't think she's ever been very good. I've watched her for the past 15 years of my life, and I don't think
she's so good.
I don't think she's ever been very good. She's never had a character. I don't know what her character is now. It's not.
I don't know. Know.
She tries to be a badass, then she tries to be super goofy, and it doesn't click for me. She has a brilliant finish that is completely dependent on the person taking it. So even in that is not. It's Jade. Why am I being so mean? Jade is the answer. Please just start talking.
Athena does have a dope finisher. I'm gonna say that. I have always loved her finisher.
It's awesome,
but it does depend on who's taking it.
Totally.
Because there's some people that are just horrible at it.
Right. It's like Vince taking a stunner. Some people.
I haven't taken one, but like, sir, you trained a lot more than I have, and I know it's not supposed to look like that. But I definitely don't think she is over or will be put over Jade at all whatsoever.
No. And Jade's undefeated still, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Like other than like that one battle royal or something.
Right. So that has to stay.
Yeah.
Athena has not been built up credibly. No. To be fair, the AEW has done a piss poor job of building up any of the women actually credibly. But Athena certainly isn't it. Sorry, Viv, to take your time away.
It's okay. I think that was the point I was going to make right there, was that Brie chose Athena. She said she liked the name.
It's a pretty name.
Yeah. I chose Jade, and I think we're reaching the point where the undefeated streak is getting to the point where it starts to need to be shaken a little. I don't think it needs to be broken yet, but I think it starts to need to look like it can be beaten.
Sure.
I think that needs to be met with a challenger needing to be built up to the point where, like, oh shit, someone, what if that motherfucker challenged for the title? Oh shit, oh fuck. That's what we need to start building into, and nobody is motherfucking at that point. I think you could build Athena to that point. I think she has the tools to be built to that point. This ain't the match. This ain't the match for it. You'd need to really start from the ground up and build character moves and a lot of fucking specific matches built around the idea that she could be the streak breaker. And that has not happened.
Right.
So it's not going to happen on a random ass, she has the championship match now.
No. Yeah.
So I chose Jade.
I completely agree. And I feel like this feud thing has been going on since like Double or Nothing to now. Like I feel like there should have been more built up with it. I feel like it was just kind of like dragged on too long.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like
I think at this point it was just kind of like just to put Jade on the cards. I'm assuming it was just to put her on the cards at this point because there's nobody being built high enough to be able to compete with her at the statue that she's at right now. Which kudos to her, shit, because she's setting a fucking standard high. You know, being like the way, like not only like, you know, her in-ring ability, you know, growing as she's growing as a champion, but dude, her physical form, like she looks like a beast. Like, I wouldn't want to fuck with her. Like, girl, she smacked me out, end up on the other side of the wall. Like, no way. Like, you know, and we need to build somebody that, you know, you would figure like, you know, go head to head with her. Doesn't necessarily have to be height, you know, same height difference, you know, whatever, but within the same, I don't know. I just feel like like the women's division just needs a lot more attention on being focused with it, just to kind of like be able to grow and make it believable for us to be like, okay, this person can definitely, like Jamie Hayter, for example.
That was exactly
you build her up so fucking well. She can go up against Jade and be that competition that she's looking for. You know, and you know you're gonna get one hell of a match, and whatever way it goes, you'd be happy. I think that they're going a great way with Hayter. I just hope that they keep going that way with her, or even including Toni Storm on there, because I know that they're really trying to put Toni Storm out there. But I don't know. I feel like they just kind of keep snitching her back as soon as like she's getting to that title, where they're just kind of like she's not ready. And I mean, she is a prior champion in the, you know, in other promotions, and I thought she was like, you know, she's a total fucking badass. Like she looks cool as hell too. Like I love her outfits, everything, her hair, her entire look, you know, everything. But no, I absolutely think that Athena just completely, just from when she came out hard. She had a huge pop at DON.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like we got that one match where you're just like, oh, okay, like she lost. We figured that, you know, they were gonna move on, but they kind of just kept dragging it out. So I think it's kind of like dead by now. At least for me.
It's so strange because this is a feud that hasn't gotten a lot of time at all on TV. No. Yet I saw it and I'm like, this is still going. And it's weird because it's not like it's been overdone or overplayed, because I haven't seen a lot of it. It just
died.
Every time I see it, like it goes out of my mind, and then I'm reminded the next time they do it, because like I don't know how they want me to care if they don't care. So Jade, that's it.
AEW gets a lot of praise for long-term storytelling, but the thing is that something can last a long fucking time, but you got to fill it with something.
Right.
Exactly. Like, let me feel that intensity between them.
Yeah.
Like, I feel, and even then, like, I feel like they just get more talking segments than actual, like, legit, like, you know, full brawl going on. Like I'm trying
actual
to see
angles.
That.
Right.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to see y'all get crazy. Like, you know, yank a hair. Right. But they're not trying to do that.
We're doing like, and not even just talking, like backstage talking segments. Like
exactly. Like not even in the same camera. Man. Like, bro, cut the shit.
Yeah. For real though. For real.
I'm gonna beat you up. No, I'm gonna beat you up next week. I'm gonna beat you up. No, I'm gonna beat you up next week. Nothing. Next week. I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah.
And here we go, 30 pay-per-views later.
You're right. Oh.
Next match, because there's another one.
Oh,
it's a 6-man tag.
Yes, this is the one I was waiting for.
It's the House of Black.
Yeah.
It's Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro. Mikey.
It's Miro coming back. Thrilled. I wanted to see so much more Dark Miro, though. I wanted to see, and I'm actually hoping that this facilitates that, and we get a House of Black Miro, because I would adore that. But as we know, Tommy and Nate / Brody are my guys, and I will watch them all day, every day. I fucking loved watching them. Buddy Matthews, I don't know the man at all, but he's an incredible worker, and I love watching him. Darby, always. And Viv, you especially know my stories with Sting.
Sting,
So
yes.
my Sting inside jokes. And so I will love watching Sting always. And Miro, I enjoy. I'm genuinely excited about this match. And I'm hoping we get a Miro House of Black Miro. But I don't want to get myself into that mindset because I don't want to be disappointed when it doesn't happen, because I know it's going to be so much fun no matter what. So Liz, tell me I'm crazy here and we're not going to get it.
No, because I'm literally like leaning that way. Oh my God. So when Miro came back, I was so happy and so thrilled because this dude is so crazy. So I was kind of disappointed in a way, but if we do get this dark side of Miro, like this would be legit fucking epic, and I wouldn't be mad of him losing that inaugural European Pacific Standard Time
Pacific Standard Time
championship.
Oh my God. Oh, for the record, I'm going House of Black, by the way. For the record.
So, but and then like we all love Sting. Like,
yeah,
this dude's an OG. Like, who the hell is still like 105 years old and going like that? I'm just kidding, Sting, but,
right.
like,
I'm saying, you better hope.
Yeah.
Kidding, but no, this dude, like, bro, like I'm trying to be his age, trying to go like that. So like I don't want to discredit him, like, at all. Like this dude is insane. But again, same like you, I am a huge Brody fan. I'm always behind Brody. So I'm actually a House of Black. I'm a huge House of Black fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of everybody's, but I'm a fan of I just enjoy all wrestling.
Right. I just love wrestling.
I'm just so appreciative of the art. But House of Black for this one. Although I would love to see Miro to win. I would love to see, Sting win. I would love to see Darby.
Yeah.
But House of Black, it's a trios match. They're a legit tag team that they're all on the same trios. That they're all on the same page, and they've been on the same page for, several months now, where Miro's being added onto it. And like Sting said, an enemy of my enemy is a friend. So I mean,
Sting's luck with friends.
Right.
So I definitely am just like, I feel like to them, they're just like, fuck it, let's bullshit it. Let's go in there and get it. But I think House of Black is just a little bit more strategic with it because they're more in sync. So I definitely see House of Black. And these dudes are heavy hitters too. Like Brody is a monster. Like this dude, he trained here in Centino's, which is literally my hometown. So I seen him. Oh my God, this guy is brutal. Yeah. Brutal. And I love it. So, I mean, shit, if Brody's if he gets tagged and gets added in here, he is dominating. So, he's a big ass dude too. Big ass dude. So I'm House of Black.
I'm House of Black.
Bree chose Darby, Sting, and Miro.
Okay.
And after hearing y'all talk, I kind of want to change my vote, but originally I chose Darby, Sting, and Miro. But I can't. I on principle,
you specifically did this for so you wouldn't be swayed.
Yeah. So I won't change it. My original thinking was there's a lot of matches where I chose a mix of good guys and bad guys to win. So I basically chose this one to balance it out towards the good guys. But also there's one little thing that I don't know would matter at all. I keep that spreadsheet, Mikey.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I do know.
A little bit of meta knowledge. Sting is undefeated on AEW pay-per-view. In his entire tenure, he has never lost on AEW pay-per-view.
Fun fact, I didn't know.
Holy shit. Get him the TBS title.
I have no idea whether or not that matters at all, but So when I was going through it, I was really torn on whether or not, the dominance of the House of Black should work, whether or not Miro's wavering allegiance, if that should matter, whether or not the Darby Sting, whether or not they would go with Miro or not, Sting's history with friends. But that was just the last thing. My love of stats just tilted me over the edge to vote for Darby, Sting, and Miro.
Okay. Respectable. Certainly respectable. And I had no idea. That's an excellent stat. And I had no idea. So I'm curious as to how they will.
Very few people, and certainly almost none with as many matches on pay-per-view as Sting have that stat. Almost, there are people who have like one match on pay-per-view have
right.
That, but like people who have as many matches as Sting have that, have as undefeated record.
Yeah. Okay.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I was going to say but they lost at DON, but he was injured during DON and it was just Darby going on by himself. So
yeah.
Damn.
I said, this is going to be a really interesting match to see what's going to play out and how things are going to go. I'm excited for this one for sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So when House of Black wins, I'm just going to go ahead and send you a video.
Heads up. Heads up, Liz. We'll send you a video live of them winning. So
true.
That's true. The record stands.
Okay, so you can FaceTime me, Mikey, while just
Deal.
crying.
I'm having a nerd just like, my stats are still good.
You're just yelling undefeated.
No,
and like, what the fuck is she talking about?
She's gonna print them out and be like, what's this for?
My beautiful statistics.
Oh my God.
Everyone around me is like, will you leave?
Right.
I'm gonna get mauled by the Chicago crowd.
A match. I think no matter what the outcome is, I'm just excited to see what happens within the match itself.
Definitely.
There's fun directions that they can take, but everybody in the match is so entertaining. That's what I'm there for.
Yeah. And the last match,
the
main event.
We did it.
We finally reached the end after 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours. And it's for yet another championship.
Just looks like a nipple. What is happening? Oh, there we go.
Quack.
Another coat face. I was like, what in the world is she putting up to this screen? Oh my, fuck off! I can't. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Best guest. Instantly best guest. Kick Out at One Hall of Fame. First inductee.
I cannot believe this.
Golf clap for you.
Oh, holy shit. Kudos, you two. Kudos.
I was ready
collusion,
for sure.
Oh my God. So Viv, you were talking about some supposed final match.
Yeah, there's 7 secret matches after the show. They're going to do dark elevation tapings.
Please.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Big Show versus the entire Ring of Honor roster.
Oh my God. Oh, do you guys think this is where Big Show debuts Captain Insano in the ladder matches?
Oh my God. Captain Insano is the Joker in the casino ladder match.
Would that not be the worst thing you've ever seen?
Big Show Captain Insano trying to climb the ladder, and it just slowly tips over.
Right.
And then Adam Sandler comes out.
Oh my God, please.
I told you not to climb that shit.
Oh, if he comes out as the water boy, Bobby Boucher, and helps Captain Insano. Okay, you know
That
what?
would be epic.
Final match. Let's get to the last match. Time gets away from me quickly. Holy cow. Holy cow. So Viv.
What?
Cheeks hurt.
Oh
What
shit. Oh, I'm in pain.
So my cheeks are just Okay. Final match.
For the AEW World Championship, the champion, Jon Moxley, versus Chicago's own CM Punk.
Liz?
Oh my god.
Who do you have and why?
That was brilliant.
Oh my god.
What you got, Liz?
So this one, there's no doubt Jon Moxley's taking it. I props to Punk, everything that he is doing, that segment that he had with this past yesterday. This past yesterday.
Yesterday.
This past some such time ago. That
These
Steel
past
thing was
24 hours.
amazing.
It was so good. It was so good.
It was well played. I love it. I feel like the energy of Punk returning to in-ring competition was dying out on him. And I feel like this is kind of like he kind of clenched everybody back and, to have them in his hands. But at the end of the day, I think Moxley's going to take it. He's probably going to bleed like 30 gallons of blood, but I definitely think Moxley's going to be taking it. From their recent match, I was totally shook on how fast this shit ended. It's the match that we were all, hyped up for, but I feel like the way that it was kind of just like rushed, like we're doing it next week. I was there. It was going to end some type of way. I didn't think it was going to end that way. I thought it was going to end like in a draw or something and take it on to All Out, because it would just be a couple days before. So I was like, okay, there's no way, anyone's going to take it right now. There's no fucking way. And then here we go, Moxley winning in like 3 minutes. I was like, what the fuck? And like, again, I didn't watch it live because I have YouTube TV. So I only get it within my zip code till it comes out my zip code. So I don't get it till 8 p.m., which is like, 3 hours after the show even started, 2 hours after it ended. Like, so everybody was hitting me up like, hey, are you watching? And I'm just like, no, I can't watch. So everybody, when it finally went live, I was like, hey, I'm watching now. And my friend was just like, okay, well, hit me up when you get to Moxley. And I was like, all right. And then right when, Britt Baker ended and everything. So I was just like, hey, Britt Baker's ending. I was like, they're about to go. And he's like, okay, don't blink. And I was like, okay, like, what do you mean? I was like, kind of like shook. I was like, why? I was like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Like, is something gonna happen like so quick that you're gonna miss it? Something like I was expecting. I didn't want to see spoilers, so I did kind of stay off of social media. Good. Before I got in there until they started messaging me, and I got them. I went straight to messages. I was like, I'm not trying to see my feed because everybody kills it for me. So I went straight to my messages, and I ended up. I told him, I was like, hey, all right. I was like, I'm here. What's going on? He's like, okay, don't blink. And I was like, all right. And like 2 minutes later, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck just happened? Like, I just started sending all these gifs and like just being mind blown, and I was just like, bro, like, this is the match that, everybody has anticipated, like how freaking hardcore Jon Moxley is. And I think it's just the fact that we're, at least for me, I'm still lynching on the old CM Punk, that I still expect him to be that freaking hardcore, like the ECW CM Punk, that I was so thrilled for this match. I was like, hell yeah, they're going to go off the bat and off the rails with this match. Who knows what can happen? Jon Moxley is just this dude just gets crazy. And then we're gonna have Justin Roberts just being like, shit's about to hit the fan again. So I was like, hell yeah, super stoked. And then it ended, and I was like, that's it. I'm like, that's it. I was like, shit. But when he went down, dude, like that shit would look painful. I don't know if it was played out. He was just like, we're just gonna drag it on to All Out, and he didn't want to continue. I don't know what that whole situation of his foot was. If he did re-injure it or whatever, if, he hit that funny bone and just went down. But I don't know. I just don't think Punk has that fire that we need right now for an AEW champion, which I would love him to have again. But like I said, I'm holding on to the CM Punk from like 2007. So I think him coming back in, I expected him to be that. And I was like, okay, when he gets this title, I understand he didn't get his title reign because this dude decided to do what he did in LA and get injured. Like I said, I'm like, I don't blame him because he's been away for so long that of course you're going to be happy and excited that you're going to throw yourself to people. Yeah. But you got to be cautious with that shit, bro. Like, you have to defend that motherfucker. Like, right. So, I mean, shit happened. He didn't get to defend it, but either way, I feel like I don't think I would have gotten that CM Punk that I was expecting. So I kind of feel like it kind of played out the way it did. And I'm so thankful that Moxley, it was interim champion and ended up winning. So, but for me, I'm all Moxley for this entire feud, or who I actually thought would be removing it from CM Punk was Moxley. So I'm full Moxley on this one.
Okay.
All right.
I have no idea. I am going to throw someone
the belt.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to throw someone.
I'm going to spin it and you can keep talking.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
So for me, I think this was the plan the whole time. I think there was a need to try and get CM Punk to be a more sympathetic figure in Chicago, so there's a bigger roar of the crowd for CM Punk opposed to two big champions coming in. I loved the segment. I loved Moxley winning in that three. Mom's favorite wrestler is Moxley, so I was watching with her and she was thrilled. She was so excited. But man, it's hard to say. Like what going into it, coming out of it, I have no idea. I would like to see a CM Punk title reign all the way through. However, I would like to see the CM Punk that won it in the first place. This CM Punk, like you said, doesn't feel like he has enough steam and energy to carry through a title reign. I think there might be too much flack on him online. There might be too much drawback. He might be too. If anything, I hope Punk actually turns heel within the match. So yes, Punk, let's get that big roar of the crowd when he comes out. But turning heel some way, I don't know. I'm going to say Punk just because it is Chicago, and Tony Khan is from here. Punk loves it. I mean, Punk is here, and Tony Khan loves. I just seem like that's
Tony
the way
Khan
to go.
loves CM Punk.
Exactly is what I was trying to say. Thank you.
It's all those huge bear hugs.
Yeah,
right. Those like just nestled in there.
Damn, bro, my mom don't even hug me like that.
It's so cute. Viv, what do you have for us? Because I'm throwing out CM Punk there, but I have no real analytical.
Sure thing.
What do you have for us?
Bree also picked CM Punk.
Okay.
However, I have chosen Jon Moxley. Now, I'm not as big a fan of Jon Moxley as your mother.
You never, no chance.
No. And however, there are a couple of reasons why I have chosen Jon Moxley. The first is there is the possibility that this is continuing an injury angle. I'm quite puzzled by the build up to this match.
Mm-hmm.
It's all kinds of what the fuck, where the hell, why the hell, what the fuck. So there is a lot of where is this going? Why is this going this way? So it makes it very hard to predict, but there is a very big outlier that could come into play here. A couple of them. I've mentioned a couple of times during this predictions thing that things could come into play later on with the main event. The first is the Casino ladder match.
Yeah.
Someone with a future title match. Almost all of us chose Claudio Castagnoli to get a title match.
Sure.
Wouldn't it be more interesting if both two people in the Blackpool Combat Club had to duke it out for the AEW World Championship? I think that would make for a more interesting match. Also,
What happens with Punk then?
with Punk,
You
I
can
think
go home.
that that
Go home and rest.
Right.
that plays into either one of two of the other things that I have here. One is the other thing I mentioned that could also play into the main event, which is that I picked Jericho to beat Brian.
Yeah. We remember.
Where does Brian go from that?
Bryanson.
Daniel Bryanson. You could have Brian and Punk, two downbeaten people who tried to have the big thing and then they couldn't, coming together. Or the big thing. Who have we been waiting to see what they do when they come back? You mentioned his name before.
MJF, of course.
Yeah. What would be the biggest motherfucker moment than seeing a rejuvenated trying to come back from injury to get the title that he lost and then get screwed out of it?
Bam.
MJF comes
Sweet.
back to screw CM Punk out of beating Jon Moxley after fighting through an injury, and he seems to have it won, and then MJF comes out and screws him right at the end. So Mox retains, and then Punk goes into a feud with MJF again.
Sure. The only thing I dislike about that is now you've taken the focus completely off the champion, the winner of the main event of the biggest show is Jon Moxley, and now the focus is completely shifted off of him. So if that were to happen, I would really enjoy that, but I would also need like Jon Moxley winning a big match. Like I would need that celebration. I would need that.
We need reassurance that he's going to be good.
Yeah. So there's so many. I think there's so many different ways this could go. I still think people could get implemented into the main event. There's so many different ways that there's so many storylines leading out of it with so many different people. And like you said, so many different things can play into it. The Jericho match, the trios match with Kenny Omega and what Hangman's going to do. The ladder match, obviously, the dark horse of what's MJF going to do, if he's going to do. There's just so many things that could happen here. And that's why I just willy-nilly threw out CM Punk, because I'm not assured of anything that I'm saying about this main event.
Yeah. Who knows what's going to happen?
I want to even say it's going to be a great match, but I don't even know if we're going to get a real match. I mean,
I
we
know.
don't
I'm kind of scared
know.
at this point.
Isn't it a wonderful thing?
Is it even going to be the main event?
Yeah,
Right.
We thought it was going to be the main event of Dynamite, and then if we thought it was going to be at the pay-per-view, then we thought it was going to be the main event of Dynamite, and it wasn't either one of those fucking things. Isn't it wonderful to not be able to like tell what's going to happen on the show weeks in ahead? You know,
Yeah.
whether or not it's going to be ultra satisfying or not, being able to not be able to tell what's going to happen right ahead of time, isn't that fucking amazing? Holy shit. But anyway, that reaches the end of the card.
Overall, I think All Out is going to be I think it's going to be an unreal show. in-ring wise, AEW always delivers.
Absolutely.
But I think this card is so stacked of so many storyline possibilities, especially with the Christian and Jungle Boy. I mean, we even talked about some fantasy scenarios with House of Miro, Black. And so, again, I always look forward to watching AEW and the stories they tell within the structure of the match. But now I'm more excited about the stories coming into the matches and what they're going to come out of the matches. And I think this is going to deliver, and I'm really excited for it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you. I think this is like kind of like the emotional side of AEW that we've kind of been all wanting and like craving, like all through and through from beginning to end. So I think this is, I've seen a lot of people, talk bad about, what's going on, the storylines and stuff. But I feel like at the end of the day, Tony Khan always delivers when it comes to pay-per-views. Yeah, so kudos to him because like, and I understand a lot of people are like, oh, but it's a shitty buildup. Like, whatever. It's like, and it goes, in any promotion. But they can say, oh, it's a shitty buildup. But when it comes like at the end of the day, I feel like within the last 2 weeks, everyone always delivers to get you emotionally invested into wanting to watch. Like, I have to see what the fuck happens with this. And I feel like right now we're at that point and oh my God, it's sweet. I love it. I can't wait what happens with Rampage, and I really hope nothing changes.
I completely forgot about that, honestly.
Because we're gonna have to come back in here on Saturday. We're just gonna have to refilm this all over again, like another 10 shots.
Right, do we have another 6 hours to spare? My God.
Yeah.
Right. But no, I'm super excited for it. I really wish that I was there, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it. Please take lots of pictures, share the videos, everything. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your guys' posts, but I'm really looking forward to this entire pay-per-view. Although we were going to be all sitting there for like 8 hours. Right. Tony Khan should be paying us. But no, it's going to be hella stacked. I'm super excited, and I'm actually going to be at a watch party, so I'm not going to be alone.
Oh, good.
I'm going to be a wrestling fan, so I'm super excited for this. It's going to be super, super amazing. But overall, I think I have one bonus question I want to add in here.
Okay.
All right.
If y'all would allow me.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the bonus question, and see who gets this right. Who do we think is which match do we think is going to be the match of the night? Which one do we think is going to steal the night? Because, I mean, like we've been saying, this is stacked, but who do we think is going to take the night?
I think it's the obvious pick. I hate to say it, but I think it is the obvious pick that most people would. I'm actually not going to pick it, but I think the obvious would be the ladder match because one, it's a ladder match, but two, the guys in the ladder match are very good at that style of match. However, I think I've seen so many ladder matches now that there's not many things that I'm going to really jump out of my seat for. Viv, when her and I went to Impact, there was a lucha match that just blew us out of the water. Like, again, I've been wrestling for 15 years, and so I've seen so many things. Like, it's just, and I was jumping out of my seat. And those guys are capable of doing that. But I honestly think, for me, subjectively, obviously, the match of the night that's going to steal the show, I think, is going to be Hobbs and Starks. I think they're going to work their asses off. I think they both have chips on their shoulder and something to prove to show not only the audience, not only the coworkers, but their employer, like, hey, where I belong is up there with them, not down here. So I think that's actually going to steal the match of the night.
Oh, I like it. Oh my God.
What about you guys? What do we got?
Ooh.
Do you want to go first, Liz?
You go first, Vivian.
Okay. Oh, damn. It's tough because, and I'm not gonna lie, I was originally going to say the ladder match, but then you kind of basically said that was the basic bitch choice, and I was like, oh shit.
The Starbucks choice.
I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna sound really.
But it very well may be. There's no reason to believe that the dudes in that match aren't talented enough to come up with things. It's just for me, I think ladder matches have become forced. Like, why are you doing a ladder bridge? There's no reason for you to do a ladder bridge other than to do a spot. And for me, wrestling is about emotion and trying to win a match, not spots. So.
That is very true. Yeah. In that case, I think for me, and it's a complicated choice for me, but I'm going to go Danielson Jericho.
Who are you? I'm greatly invested in this match, so I can see this just wringing me dry of emotion and energy to it being the match of the night. But Viv, what makes you think that this one's going to be the standout?
Because you've got two people in there with shit to fucking prove. And I don't particularly care for, we're both fighting for Daniel Garcia's heart. I don't love that. I don't give a goddamn.
I did not mention it.
They're fighting for his custody.
Yeah, right. It's a Daniel Garcia custody on a ladder match.
Right.
Yeah. I don't even really care for Daniel Garcia at all. Really. I don't think he's particularly interesting, but these two guys with Jericho, regardless of his personal stuff, and I really wish I didn't know about it, but these two guys, when you give them a platform and you give them time and you tell them shows for grabs, you want it to be yours, they're gonna fucking take it.
Yeah.
And it might not be the most thrilling of stories, but at this point, it's the twilight of their careers, and they are like, we've got this legacy behind us. Let's give it a fucking cap.
Yeah.
So that's my choice.
I get that.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
I respect it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So anyway, fuck y'all, going with the ladder match.
I'm gonna get my vanilla latte,
right.
And
let me get my my pumpkin spice on.
Let me get my Starbucks cup.
Liz, what you got, boo?
Alrighty. So for me, I'm in between two. So I'm in between House of Black and Darby, Sting, and Miro. But I also think Jungle Boy and Christian.
Yeah, that was my.
They're just so there's so much steam. Like, I feel like I would be off the moon. And this would be definitely memorable if Christian does do a little, side sweep fucking segment before or even after, whatever. But like, just I don't know, just getting nasty with his words, just kind of like throw off Jungle Boy. So if he were to do that, like, just add a little bit more, salt to my fries. So for me, I feel like if Christian does bring that nastiness that he's been bringing, I'm sure that this is going to be the match of the night, because Jungle Boy's been wanting to get his hands on him for a minute now. But again, depending on what happens with Luchasaurus, that alone could just be, highlighted.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the House of Black and, like I said, Brody and Malachi and Buddy, these dudes are freaking, damn, I would not want to be in the opposing side.
Right. So please do not let Brody give Sting a forearm or anything, because I do not.
Oh, jeez.
Please, no.
So
are you get Sting flying from the top again?
Yeah. So are you spinning the belt, or are you going to make a choice?
I'm going to say, okay, so between them, I'm going to go with Christian and Jungle Boy. Christian and Jungle Boy. That's going to be my final pick. I think that's going to take the night. It's going to be the little cherry on top. It's not going to be the main event, but it's definitely going to get some tweets.
I think that's the match I'm most emotionally invested in. Like I said, I think it's been brilliant work by Christian. Jungle Boy is handled it, and I'm that dynamic with Lucha. I think that does have the makings storyline wise to be match of the night, and Christian is unbelievable worker. And of course, Jungle Boy can do some ungodly things in a ring. I honestly think all three of us could have match of the night. And there's not very many. I don't think there's very many matches on this show that couldn't steal the show, to be honest with you.
Let me ask Bree. Bree, do you remember any of the matches from yesterday? What's your match of the night? All right, the one she picked for Danhausen. So she chose the ladder match because it's the one that she picked for Danhausen.
Oh,
thank you.
I love that. Thank you, Bree.
They said thank you.
I love that I'm yelling thank you like she's going to hear it through your headphones.
She says she's glad to be a part of it.
Thank you.
All right.
That's awesome. Well, Liz, again, thank you so much for coming on. This has been, I can't believe we went this long. We almost Broadwayed this thing, but an absolute blast. Thank you so much, Liz.
No, thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. I had so much fun. Like I said, literally in like the first 2 seconds of the show, you guys were so much fun. So I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed it. I would definitely love to come back on if you guys would allow me.
Yes,
absolutely.
please.
You've been an absolute treasure. Thank you so much for being
You're
here.
already in the Hall of Fame, which I didn't know existed.
Neither did I! You invented a Hall of Fame just by your mere presence.
Hey! We're starting trends here.
Trendsetter, yes. Let's go. Viv, you want to get us out of here?
Sure thing. Make sure you follow
appropriately as it pops up.
Right?
Zoom is telling us to wrap up.
Right.
Make sure you follow Liz on all of their social medias, Instagram, YouTube. The link tree is in the descriptions down below. Thank you very much for joining us, Liz, on this episode. For how long it's been. It's been amazing. And make sure you follow Kick Out at One at all the social medias attached to this show and their individual social medias, Mikey and mine, all of us, all of the stuff's in the description down below. Thank you all very much for watching this episode of the Kick Out at One podcast. I hope you all enjoy All Out as much as we're going to enjoy watching it. Mikey and I are going to be there live. And Liz is going to be at a watch party watching it live. Not in person, but with wrestling friends. And that's what it's all about. Watching stuff with friends and enjoying it as a community. That's what we're here to do. So, thank you for watching. Enjoy wrestling. Have fun. And until next time, everyone, bye and stuff. Whatever.
Bye.
I'm trying to shorten the outro. It's not working, but we're trying.
We need a tagline, and I don't know if bye.
Rate, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you think of the show. Watch us on YouTube. Listen to us on audio platforms. They're getting more and more every day. I keep getting emails saying we got approved. So yes, do all the things. Watch all the stuff. Thank you, and have a nice day. That's Mick Foley's thing. Don't try this at home.
That's Mick Foley's thing.
Drink lots of water.
And, perfect. All right, watch wrestling. Stay hydrated. Good.
Yes,
that's perfect.
Yeah, Kick Out at One.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Holy moly.
Holy
What
cannoli.
a fucking show.
That was a long one.
Kick out at one. I kick out at one. Hook of the leg and a kick out at one. A kick out at one. Kick out at one. Hooks the leg and a kick out at one. Kicked out at